I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I cut you? I need to print my boarding pass. Our flight's about to board. Like, I have 3 kids, blah, blah, blah. I was like, sure, I don't care. Like, I'm 40 minutes early, whatever.
Right, yeah.
This is before I knew the line was going to be 30 minutes long. But anyways,
of course.
So I was like, go ahead. So she goes.
The security line, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like to check the bags. So
right.
she's getting her boarding passes. An hour later, I'm getting onto my flight to Atlanta, and this woman's on my flight. I was like, your flight wasn't boarding. You were on my flight.
Wow.
She lied.
How'd he play, though?
I gave her one of these. I gave her a...
Really?
That looks
side eye. Was that side eye? I can't see eyes.
It was this, Roy. It was...
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You didn't
Crazy
have 3
seeing you
kids.
here.
Your flight wasn't boarding. Your flight boarded when my flight boarded, which is right now, which was an hour after you told me your flight was boarding.
Have you ever had... Go ahead.
Did she stare back? Like,
I think she realized she was found out.
She had been had.
Yeah.
What are the chances? I mean,
I've had that issue on a flight with like the flight just lands, the seatbelt light goes off, so everyone does that thing where they pop up, and someone in the back's like, I got a connecting flight that boards and blah blah blah. I had a connecting flight. I had to it boarded in like 40 minutes. So I was like, I wasn't in that much of a rush, but I was like, I don't want to be.
Which airport were you at, though?
This was Dallas, and she was.
Everyone's playing games right now in airports.
She was doing.
Fucked.
She was doing this thing like, I need to go right now, and like people, there was like one lady next to me that was like, I have a connecting flight too. So she just like stood up and she like, I'm not like, we all have connecting flights. Like, sorry, I don't care when your thing's boarding. I am standing in this aisle. Like, sorry.
Wait, it's like in Wayne's World when he's like, everybody's girlfriends are in there, buddy.
The airports are a dangerous game right now. I will tell you that the notion that you need some proof of ID or a driver's license, you can get on a plane with that one. But you need to have...
That seems reckless.
That's always been true, though.
You need to have a TSA number. You need to have a TSA number. You do. If you do...
Stugotz is basically informing the audience. Okay, this is not surprising.
I just did it.
I know, but I'm not even going to refute what you're saying. I do believe you've gamed the system. I believe the airports have been locked down because you have every seat reserved. And I believe you have indeed figured out.
Slinging seats outside of an airport.
I told you today, we are in here earlier than usual today because Stugotz has an early flight. And I told him getting off the beach, getting to the airport, the amount of infrastructure, traffic in Miami right now, that's a dangerous thing that he is doing. He's like, no problem. I've been doing this. I'm going to get to the airport and I'm going to fly right out.
I'm an expert, Dan. If you go, now listen again, I hate saying this, but if you go valet parking, you go first class.
You don't hate saying
and
this.
you bring one carry-on.
You
are on that plane inside of 30 minutes.
I haven't had that bad of an experience traveling, and I've flown in and out of Atlanta and Chicago, which are like 2
valet parking.
No, yes, Jessica and Whittingham. What
and
are you
I'm
doing?
baked every time I'm doing it.
He says he hates doing this. He just admits to just driving while
Penske on the way.
Driving while baked. Okay. Drives to the airport, valets, leaves the valet a car full of marijuana smoke.
Yeah.
But it's a pen, Dano.
He bought his way. He has bought his way into the game. A pen that gets Brittany Griner 10 years in a different country, but Stugotz is just blowing through airport security because he's looking for the next scam where he's like, hey, can I just bring bombs now? I want to bring bombs on the plane. How much do I have to pay? Sir, why would you want to do that? I just want to get away with it. I always need to get away with something. So, like, Stugotz will find a security clearance where he just ends up in the co-pilot's seat holding a shoe bomb.
You're definitely taking away his pre-check status now, Dan. We might need to bleep out the B.
All he's going to do is pay more for it. That's it. He's bought his way into the system.
I had TSA pre. I happen to have my ESPN work badge on me.
Throw that on. I'm with the media.
You know how you're not supposed to say bomb? You're not supposed to say bomb in the airport? Dan just said it in an airport conversation, and I clenched my pearls.
Did you really? Yeah.
Clutch.
Wait, did you clutch your pearls or did you
What'd you do with them?
Your butt?
Yeah.
Like,
well, he wanted to say he clenched his sphincter. I think
that's what it felt
clinched
like. Yeah.
is
But you clenched that as well.
Yeah.
We got a clench
What do you
problem.
clinch?
We'll figure it out.
Like
a division title.
The NLCS.
Yeah. You clinch a division. Yeah. A wild card berth.
All right, we're playing Family Feud right now. No more time.
Things you clinch?
President's Trophy.
We're playing Fat Family
That's what happens
Feud.
when we start at 3 a.m.
All right, reminders. I had 71 points. Yeah, my flight's at 5:20. First one out. 71 points first round. So Dan needs roughly 40 something.
Okay, but if indeed this is a family, and I don't know what the teams should be, because I still don't think we've gotten to the answer of who would our 5 be, because I actually think this is something we could pull off. And I think competitively, strategically, and to be entertaining, do we or do we not omit the Sage Elder? Our Poppy, and are you both telling me? I want to see who's in and who's out. Like, who would be in this actual position?
Based off you avoiding this game, you're on your way out.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like you're confident about this game.
Nervous,
well, what
rattled.
I was hoping to do, Chris, is run the thread. I didn't tell you this, so that this never appeared until the very end of the show. So we were playing it like the feud, but you've badgered me into it. I was hoping it would be the last thing we did in the post game as a payoff because we were too busy having fun. But okay, we'll do it your way. Never mind about what I was doing.
Right.
I mean, you want us to play the Charleston under the show for 2 hours and 40 minutes?
No, I just wanted to keep kicking it down the road so that people who were listening.
I got a flight to catch.
Were trying. No, you'd still be here.
Oh.
We've done this early in the morning because you have to get on a flight that's going to get delayed.
It's 4 a.m. right now.
Do you believe that Stugotz? It was 3 a.m. a few minutes ago. Do you believe that Stugotz is going to get away with this? I don't believe Stugotz is going to make his flight unless it gets delayed. I believe he will not be able to stay here, do the entire show, and make his flight.
If the question is, will Stugotz get away with it? The answer is always, 100% of the time, yes.
Yep.
Yes, he will.
Number
He
one
will get
answer
to
on the
wherever-
board. Yep.
What is our team?
All right, so the fast money team is you and Stugotz, so we got to fill out 3 other places now. So based off the archetypes,
But Stugotz should be the captain, I think. I think I'm better in the number 2 role as his wife.
perfect.
Or no, so actually, sometimes, you know what? No, the head of family often goes wife, too. That's my sexism showing. Like that, women and men both do that one role.
Sometimes the husbands
But
in the
the few that
number
I'm
2.
remembering in the 70s, you weren't finding a whole lot of women at the front of those families.
Kick, save, and a butte, Dan.
Good job.
Yeah.
But this is a better Family Feud. Who else?
All right, so the third one is the wise elder. The fourth one provides the wacky answers. And the fifth one is there to make out the numbers.
You guys are saying then that I'm not the wise elder because we've got, so either Poppy or Cody, you got to choose. Greg, or do we have another Stan Van Gundy?
My dad would be terrible at that game.
No, I think he'd be great at it. I want Greg to fill the third role. I think he's tailor made for
funny.
it.
He'd be fun and funny.
He'd be the wacky
yes.
elder
He'd
telling.
be like, who needs me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he'd be good. He would be good. He would
like
be.
Greg,
That would
you
be
have 20
great.
seconds.
That would be like at
Maybe.
when Steve Harvey goes to like bring the people up to guess the first answer, and he goes, "I need Greg, I need Tyler," and Greg just shouts, "Who needs me?"
See, but he'd be good for content. The problem is, and I fear the same thing Chris does, he's so narcissistic that he wouldn't know what other people wanted. So when it's like your best meal for breakfast, when he answers beer, he
That's
thinks
his
that's
answer.
a good
Yeah.
answer.
No, but sometimes, Dan, you need someone who's gonna get you the 7th answer on the board in the first round. When
Yeah.
there's 100 people surveyed, top 8 answers on the board. You need a wacky thinker to get you 7 and 8.
Because
The
there's
answers
always
at
a
2 and-
wacky
Yeah,
answer.
there's always
Yeah.
a wacky
Yeah.
answer, and there's always a sex joke.
How many glasses of water does someone eat? Does someone drink a week? 1.
Hey, number 7 answer on the board.
Yep. Good guess. Good guess.
Do you think your dad drinks a single glass of water a week? We just
He
got
would tell you that there's water in coffee.
that's what the
And beer.
He's right about that.
well he does. I think your father gets all his water intake from beer.
I think like twice a week he'll wake up just extremely hungover and be like, let me chug a bottle of water. And that'll be about it for the
And
day.
it will heal him. And he's done it for 30 years. I've marveled at it. Doesn't gain weight. It's the strangest thing.
It all goes into that little thing in his belly button.
All right, so he's our sage elder. You guys are not concerned that we're going to lose, or more like we're making a better television team, but a team less likely to win.
Dan, are we really there to win?
No.
No, we're there to jazz hands, make some content for Steve Harvey.
Okay, so all right, so Cody's in. That leaves
Cody's
only
in.
2 spots.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This is quite the scrum. Who else gets it?
All right, so the fourth one generally gives the real wacky answer, right? So someone who completely goes off the board, the rest of the family sort of hates and is willing to say something crazy.
You guys were saying Billy Lewis or
And
Chris Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chris Cody.
Wow, we get a pair of Codys on the stage with
Couple
Dan
of
and
Cody's
Stu.
cutting
It's
it
a
out.
real family affair. It's called Family Feud.
Billy, but you think Chris gives you more wacky and oddball than Billy?
Billy would never give you an answer. I mean,
Exactly.
Be like, well,
I would love,
Yeah, don't
I
do
would love
fast
for
money with
Billy
him.
to play Fast Money, and he gives a whole
wouldn't- he would
paragraph for
not-
the first answer.
He would not be
he would ask a follow-up.
He would not be decisive. He wouldn't be. He'd be just. He would not be good. I don't think he'd be very. He might be good as content.
In the middle of, well, all right.
And so now we've got one seat remaining.
yes.
I think that one we just kind of draw out of a hat.
Draw him a hat. Seriously?
Roy wants it.
No, it's not even that I want it.
Yeah, I think
Is-
we
is
chuck
that-
all of our names
Who
into
are,
a
who
hat.
are our options? I'll make the drawing
Smetty,
now.
You're
It's gotta
still
be
around?
everybody. It's Smetty. It's
Whitty.
Whittingham. It's
Mike
Roy.
Ryan.
It's Mike. It's Tony.
Yeah.
It's Lewis. And I think you got to include all McGill and Amici and
Frankie and Security.
Amin.
Jer Bear.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jer Bear, yeah, good shout.
Hildy.
Well, I'm the guy that's
you
going to
got
get the
it
numbers
right.
for you,
Yeah.
so it has to be me.
Well, now he
The
does
points.
want it. See, now you're
He
now
wants
you're
it.
now the
Yeah,
mask
he wants
comes
it.
off.
See,
He
this
wants
was
it.
about
Costume
Roy
comes
wanting
off.
to be a part of the team.
This
Yeah.
is
Roy
and
wants to be
you'd
part
wear
of the
that
team.
hat.
Doesn't want to
You'd
be
wear
left
No,
that.
I'm
out.
going to win you the game.
You'd wear the black hat. Would you? The physical black hat that you like to wear, you would wear it, would you not?
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah. The actual hat.
All right, let's see what we have here.
All right. Chris Cody is in charge of the game. He's got the questions.
How much time's on
Again,
the clock?
25 seconds, and
It's
you're
25.
reading.
Stugotz 30. I don't know why, but
Did
you want
you?
to give Dan 30? We can give Dan 30.
Why are we making it easier?
This,
Okay, well, this is the
Wait,
kind
I
of
had
stuff
30
that-
seconds? I got 71 in 30 seconds?
well, you actually were silent for the last 5 seconds because you didn't have an answer for the last one. So actually, it was 25. We can do
All right.
25.
All right.
All
Whatever.
right. Chris Cody, 100 people
I
surveyed.
don't understand why you guys decided, when left to your own devices, to immediately in the Stugotz portion allow him to cheat by playing the game differently than it's actually played and giving him more time.
I just don't think Chris Cody knew what the amount of time was for Fast
It's
Money.
2025.
2025. Yeah, it
So
used
you
to be
guys gave him an
1520.
extra 10 seconds and he gave me 71 points.
So you reveal the answers. Dan can't see the answers. You'll understand why they gave me a little extra time after you answer yours. They'll give my answers to you so you can hear them, and then your
Is
answers.
Jessica now drawing out of a hat with things in her hands instead? Oh, there's an actual hat there. I thought
We got a
Roy.
hat.
Wait a minute. I think Roy didn't agree to this though. Roy said, "Oh, once Roy heard about
Well, maybe
this
we'll
hat."
pick Roy's name.
Well, wait a minute though. Yes, we now need a payoff, so we got to figure out what this is going to
All
be.
right, should I? You know what? I'll just go ahead and pick a name here out of a hat.
But
A randomly selected.
How about the optics of this though? We're going to be railroading the black man.
I mean, we currently don't have any woman representation on the family. as
I
well.
put
women can't be
Smetty on
the
my
leader of
team.
the house.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
did.
minorities on
Put
this
her on
team.
my team.
All right, so here we go. I'm picking
Because
a
you're
name.
smart, Jess.
And the
God.
winner for the 5th spot on our Family Feud team is Mike Ryan.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Seriously?
That was genuine rage. That was genuine. That
It
explosive.
was a name picked out of a
That
hat.
was 15 years of rage coming out of
Are you
Roy.
fucking serious, dude? Mark that, Chris.
Imagine Billy's reaction to that.
just got totally railroaded. A game show that doesn't exist, but you all now know that I'm just going to call Dan Patrick afterward and make sure it happens. And
God damn it.
Roy's like, Roy's like, I had my black hat on. I was already being fitted. I was going to get up there and scowl, and I was going to win the whole damn thing.
So if Dan gives the same answer that I gave, and there's a possibility of that, the first answer, certainly
Yeah.
the second answer, and the fifth answer, I will do this. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
had a different idea.
Okay.
I was gonna play this.
Okay.
It's like as a means of giving that off. So again, 100 people surveyed. First 5 answers, we'll show them now to the audience.
Mike Ryan.
You'll have 25 seconds.
This is good pressure.
If you give a repeat answer, you'll hear this sound. And I'll say try again, you'll give another answer.
Good pressure. This is good.
God, you kidding me, Mike Ryan?
I feel it. I feel the pressure. I feel like I might choke. I'm scared.
All right, here we go.
I left you the good answers.
Time starts when I complete the
generous
first
of you.
question. Ready, Dano?
Yep.
Name something that breaks down.
Car. Computer.
Name a famous wizard.
Gilbert Arenas.
If you were dating a woman, how much weight could she gain between dates without you noticing?
10 pounds. 5 pounds.
How many pairs of socks does a fast food worker wear in 1 week?
A who?
A fast food worker, how many pairs of socks do they wear in 1 week?
Oh my gosh.
Let's just have some fun. Let him finish. Like, what's the answer there?
Well, Gilbert Arenas isn't probably going to get me any.
Agent
it.
Zero.
That's why you should have me on this
Strategy
team.
to go with the funny
I
answer.
thought for
Stugotz
sure.
said Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Not joking.
I was gonna say Gandalf.
Great minds think alike,
I thought
I
for
mean,
sure you guys were going to give me the. I thought the funniest thing would have been getting a SUEY, a repeat answer on Gilbert Arenas.
you were so close.
I thought I was
So
going to get
close.
another SUEY. What would be a good? I got choked on after car. Like, what would be a good second thing to break down? Roy?
Actually, I thought you gave
Air
a good
conditioning.
answer. I think you gave a good answer.
All right, let me just because I don't think you're gonna get close to the points. Let's just see if you answer these questions right. If you would have got there, how many pairs of socks does a fast food worker wear in
6.
1 week? Okay. How many? Name another word for a book.
Another word for a book. Oh, there was a question I didn't even get to.
Yeah.
You only got
Yeah.
to 4 questions.
Yeah.
in
You get
25
5
seconds?
questions.
Look at him.
Holy shit!
I had 19 seconds remaining when this one was asked of me, and I didn't give an answer.
Name let's name one.
Kendall. Yeah.
All right.
Kendall.
Okay, so an e-reader,
Christ
Kindle
almighty.
/ e-reader.
What?
All right. So name something that breaks down. Dan said computer. That is 17 points for Dan. The
Nice,
number
Dan.
1 answer was car. Number 2 was body.
Huh. Oh, yeah.
A famous wizard. Gilbert Arenas not on here. Top answer was Harry Potter.
Ooh.
How much weight could she gain between dates without you noticing? Dan got the number 1 answer, 5 pounds, 35.
Excellent. We're close.
It is a ridiculous question.
Absurd question.
I didn't pre-read all. I just got caught in the air with that one. Dan said 6 pairs of socks. That is.
I should have gone 5.
There's a lot of answers. That's what Stugotz went. It was the bottom answer. The top answer was 7, 1 a week. I mean, 1 a day. So
That's where I blew it.
How many points for 6?
Do people
nothing
really wear
actually.
different
And
socks
nobody
every
said
single
6
day?
inexplicably.
Yeah,
There's
I
7,
Wow.
10,
I
14.
think probably no. Wouldn't they
we
be
wear
0?
Seven,
socks
10,
every
14,
few days.
15.
I'm doing
2.
South Florida because it's so
20.
humid here. Your
Well,
feet.
we're always
like-
in air conditioning.
Wait, hang on a second.
Who carries extra socks?
So, people wear socks multiple times?
Jessica's saying.
Always.
Jessica's.
Really?
I would not in South Florida. Having grown up here, your feet get swampy.
If my feet get swampy, I will wash
The
those
second.
socks immediately.
The
But
second.
my feet don't get swampy every day. My
Right.
feet don't really sweat.
The second a pair of socks hits my feet, that is the last time that I'll be using
I
them
have
before,
very
before
clean
washing.
feet.
I
You know
don't
what?
believe
I'm
that.
gonna stop
Nobody
talking
does
about
that.
my feet on air.
You know, people do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the ally you want here, Jess, but I'll wear a pair of socks every once in a while.
Same
Like,
here,
if I don't
yeah.
do much in
I'm
them,
with
like,
you.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
I obviously
Really?
if I'm out and about.
Yeah.
I have some very nice pairs of socks I like to rewear.
Mhm.
Jessica, this is a whole new fun game that we can play
Humble brag.
when your hygiene habits are those of Chris Cody and Stugotz. Like how many of those
Don't back down,
commonalities do you
Jess. Stay
guys
strong.
have? Because I think most people listening to this would say that they wear socks different days. I think.
That's just a lot of socks. I also
I mean,
don't
Dan,
wear
you said
socks
6,
every day.
though.
I wear sandals a lot.
Well, I blew it because I had a worker getting a day off.
Right.
Where I
Ooh,
did it,
I didn't even think of
You
that.
had them also not wearing
I
socks on their
never
day
thought of
off.
that.
I should
Right.
I
have
don't
gone
think that meant at work.
5 or 7. Is what
I had
should have
them,
done.
with a full weekend. I mean,
Wait, what was the number 1 answer?
7, 1 a day.
Yeah.
They're
But
lying.
5 was a couple of points, right?
5 was the bottom answer. There was like 10, 14, 15, 2, and 20 in there. No one said 6 randomly.
20?
Big fat zero.
Someone said
3
5
pairs
people
of
said
socks
20.
a day?
I actually would have I would have probably said 7 for the few, but my guess for how many pairs of socks I wear in a week is about 14. Because you wear some in the morning, go do something, you get home, maybe take your socks off, and then if you go out at night, I'm not putting those socks back on, I'm putting a new pair of socks
But none
back
of you
on.
guys wear sandals
Jackass.
that often. Like if I
I
wear,
do at home.
I'll wear a pair of shoes for maybe like an hour to go get coffee, and then I'll change into sandals for the rest of the day, and then I'll just use those same socks the next day.
Do the socks stay on the floor? Like, what's the play here? Like, when they
No,
leave
I
your
put
feet,
them
you roll them back up?
I have the in between.
'Cause mine just go on the floor.
and the hamper
That's not
And-
No,
surprising.
Chris.
and the drawer.
Sure isn't.
You can't put them back in the drawer.
To me, the floor is the space before the hamper. I tell my wife this all the time.
Oh no!
Right.
Oh,
No. You need a chair
And
for
don't.
that.
This isn't a sex
You
thing.
need
Like,
chair
I
for
do the
that.
cooking. My wife does the laundry. Okay, don't like come
Oh
at me
my
with
God.
that. I'm not
Oh
like.
my God.
I'm just
Gender
saying. When I
roles
said,
over here.
When I said I tell my wife this, that didn't sound good. But I'm just saying.
You think that did?
Neither one. Your diluter
Stop
didn't even
digging.
sound good.
Well, I'm
you-
just like
that-
I know how that sounded originally. I don't know if I'm helping it. I'm just
No,
saying
you're
we all
not.
have
You're not.
chores.
You're
Me and my
not.
wife have equal chores in the house.
Okay.
I
You are
believe
too?
that, Chris.
I do.
I know.
Okay, it's
I
fine.
believe
And
you.
you're an enlightened man because you have equality about the chores in your house and you don't.
So back to what I was saying.
No,
I
hold
tell
on.
okay.
I want to hear it.
I do too. But before he scampers away from a home littered with his socks thrown on the floor, I'd like to ask some more questions. Because it's the least surprising thing in the world that your wife would live in a home where there's 7 of your socks, not 8, 6. One got in the hamper.
Definitely an odd number.
What-
Definitely an odd
one
number of
got
socks in the
hamper,
Cody
but
house.
One's
now
on the fan.
She's not living with just a child. She's living with 2, just like your mother is. That you leave 7 or 9 socks, and one of them can be found on the kitchen near the refrigerator. One of your tube socks.
Nothing wrong with that. But I don't think. Am I the only one that lives by the rule of if a shirt comes off and it's not ready to be dirty yet? If it's like, all right, I'm not
It
going to
does
put.
not go on the floor.
Oh,
You need a chair. You need an armchair in your bedroom or adjacent to your closet.
That's
and the
where
chair
mine
is
goes.
The
Mine
land in
goes on a
between.
chair. If I'm going to do that,
This isn't the Clevelander floor. This is a nice carpet that's
Right.
it like gets
Not-
vacuumed
no,
once a week.
I don't leave
like,
anything on the floor. You need to drape it over something.
Tony's with
Does
me.
she
that is
carpet your
waist
floor?
height.
Pair of basketball shorts that I'm going to wear
Toddlers.
tomorrow.
That's
staying on
different,
the
but you
floor.
don't want the shirt to wrinkle, though. That's the thing.
That's why
if you're
you
going to wear it
wrinkle.
again.
Yes, exactly.
Chris?
So you,
Right.
you drape it over the arm of a chair.
toddlers leave toys on the floor, not husbands.
Everywhere they leave them. Toddlers. Don't get me started on those.
Step on those Legos.
I think I've got to think here, since there was this segment was replete with sexism. I got to think that leaving socks on the floor is a man's thing.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not. But I do drape my socks over the armchair as well.
What an unnecessary thing you're doing. Just leave them on the
It's
floor.
just
They're
like,
going on
it's
your
my,
feet.
It's my in between place. And I don't
Yeah.
want to leave shit on the floor
So you're like
in general.
So when you take them off, they're inside
floor
out.
gets
So you're
dusty.
putting them back the way they go, and then you're like gently laying them
these
on
are
the
like
arm.
5% used socks. Like there's still 95% of its use left. So they're basically clean, but
Wait
they're
a
not
minute.
completely clean.
Wait,
so
what
I'm
is
not
that?
putting them
Hold
back
on a
in the
second.
drawer.
Do you ever do the smell test with the socks to see?
Oh, God.
If it's like a
And
middle.
I even have to
No.
consider that they're going in the hamper.
No, if
Nothing wrong with a smell test, guys.
No.
Just
Sometimes it
Thank
smells
you.
good. Yeah,
Thank
it does.
you,
It
Tony.
does.
Sometimes it
Occasionally,
smells
it does.
good.
It does. On a good
Everyone
day.
likes their
Yeah.
own brand with everything.
Yeah.
No, not with that.
Not
Yes.
with that.
Not
having
with that.
Even when I have,
Yeah.
even if there's something that needs to be washed, even if the smell I smell
No.
is, ooh, not wearing these
Graho,
again.
you're saying
it's still
body
a
odor.
decent smell.
You think people
Oof.
like their own body odor?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Vinegar
Yeah.
and corn
Yeah.
chips.
If I
Ugh.
do the
Yeah.
armpit smell, even if it doesn't smell bad, I'm a little like,
All right,
Yeah.
let's think about this for a
Not
second.
so bad.
I want to consider this for a second.
Yeah.
This music playing throughout this has made me
Best.
happy throughout.
We have one answer to reveal.
think
I mean,
I've
we're at
missed-
123. We need like 82
I've
here.
missed music so much. Dan Patrick,
Except this song.
who was on mute in airports all over the country yesterday, but he was talking out loud about regrets he had about taking all this shit too seriously and not having a sense of humor about himself. And he was saying that he's got video that fills him with great shame and regret of him telling a daughter that was very young when she said, you know, something like, "Dad, jump in the pool with me. How about mind your own business?" And he was talking on air about how cold that was because he was so serious about getting ahead in sports. And then right after that, they played Cats in the Cradle, which I want right now so badly to have music other
Such
than
a
this
good
available
song.
to me.
Yeah.
Because only throwing out cheap ragtimey music when I want to do something creative, it's been like a slow death for 18 months. That all I've got at my disposal is something from the 1920s that nobody wants. The intellectual property is all just done on.
Greg Cody would be so happy.
Like, that's the only music available to us. kind of shop we running around here?
Can I close the loop just in case people listening wanted to know the answers? Name another word for a book. Dan said Kindle, which these were probably written before Kindles were around.
Oh, okay.
I'm just assuming because that's a decent answer. Novel, number one answer. Story, paperback, pamphlet, volume, publication. Were all the
Another
answers.
0 for me.
Yeah, 0
Wow.
for you there. I
Kindle.
don't. What did Dan get? I know we didn't get to
Journalist,
200.
Yeah, so he finishes with 52 points
Took
on the
all good
round.
answers.
He scored his
did.
age at least.
123
age.
I
points in
outscored
total.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why you need me on the team.
Yeah, novel wouldn't even
Roy,
have gotten you there.
I think you should play. Well, I think you should play right now for my spot. I think we should turn a competition.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Where you would end up being the head of the family with Stugotz weirdly on a game show that has only my father on.
No,
it.
I think Roy should get to pick a Fast Money teammate and see who. Like,
my
if-
father's
if-
not even on it. Wait a minute. So my father, there would be no Lebatards now on this show. 2 Codys, no Lebatards.
That's right.
There's
Yeah.
something right about that.
Jessica, you're my teammate.
All right.
Woo!
So we're playing another Fast Money game. Although,
is exciting.
congratulations, Dan and Stugotz. You get $5 for every point you earn in Fast Money. So you win $715. That is what you leave today's edition of the Family Feud.
80-20 my way. I mean,
He already absconded with the money before you said that.
You might
Bought
have
all the flights to
$715 in the
America.
fine bucket.
We have a lot of money in the fine bucket.
Yeah, we do. Grid of Death is coming around the corner. Someone's going to win all that money.
No thanks. Well, I'll take the money. But
You know what? Though the grid of death, this has been very
Oh,
frustrating to me because nobody's done anything, and I sadly come in here and do all the punishments in clown costumes, and my wife was diligently buying Machine Gun Skippy costume stuff that I was hoping to get in today, but it's hard to get all this cheap stuff from China, from Amazon in 4 days. And nobody around here has served their punishments. We're about to get to.
Hey.
How many do you still owe, Roy?
I don't know, like 1, 2?
Everybody owes something. There's not somebody here who doesn't owe, and some people owe 6 and 7 things. Whittingham had the most horrific year ever had by anybody at Grid of Death. And what's the point of doing
yeah, when
Grid?
are you sleeping in the stadium, Chris?
You know what? I was actually just thinking about that. I think Inter Miami have an away game in San Jose coming up very soon. It's a Wednesday night, and the game kicks off at 10:30. So I'm thinking, like, what if I just spend the night at the stadium? I do the Donda there. While I'm there, I sit in every seat in one of the section. I might just
Nice.
knock it all out in one go.
You should invite Ray Hudson to stay with you.
yeah. Good choice, by the way.
But
Nice
we
weather.
can't
I mean,
in good conscience. We cannot in good conscience go into another season where we do this and sell it and we do 9% of the punishment because Stugotz owes like 70 from
that's
3
not
years.
true.
Like
Not true.
I don't want it is true,
I
Stugotz.
owe a poem. That's it.
That how many does he owe? 4, 5? Just from this year.
Well, Billy's not here
The
right
evil
now,
cat's
so
not
we
here
can't
today.
check.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
That
again,
was our first flaw.
we have to do this. Anyways,
We have,
let's,
to have a Grid of Death meeting next week where we come up with a more list of punishments and actually assign
I
them
was
all out. We
seeing
got to
something-
do them by the start of this season.
I was going over with Valerie some of the punishments, and they're outstanding, dozens outstanding. And I'm like, really? We're having a Johnny Depp costume off between 4 people? 4 people are going to compete to see who can be the best Johnny Depp character from any of his movies.
Well, when we came up with that idea, we didn't realize he'd have a very public trial.
That's
that
right.
Didn't
We did
exactly
not. But
make
that's
him a
how long
sympathetic
these
figure.
punishments have gone. Is
Right.
what I'm saying. Like history changes. Now it's less cute.
I
All
think-
of a sudden, you're going to get me canceled because I'm dressed like Fat Edward Scissorhands.
I think we should have in our Grid of Death meeting a cancellation clause in which if someone gets canceled, then we don't do the subsequent punishment.
Well, we
That
switch
actually-
it, or we switch
We
it.
switch it, yeah.
But he won it. He won his trial. I love this thing being infected by it because we
Yeah.
can't do our punishments on time.
Fair
This
shout.
stupid thing.
All right, so Chris, are Roy and Jess going to play some Fast Money right now?
All right, who's going first? Who's gonna be the closer?
Roy, you go.
All right.
Like
All right.
go first
All
or
right.
go leave the room?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You have to
Je-
leave the
Je-
room.
Jess,
Yeah, you
have to
can't
leave
hear the
room.
answers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back on vacation. See you guys.
So Jessica just took over the lead
I'll be
spot.
right there with you, Jess.
She took
Hang
the
on.
pressure spot.
Visual gag.
Roy is getting.
That's all right.
So Roy's going first. Roy, you got to leave a couple of number 1s up there. You know that, right?
Now hold
I'm
on.
gonna
a
throw
second.
all the points.
Dan did execute,
you
though. I
have to-
mean,
wait
Yeah.
a minute, Jeremy. Somebody needs to.
Kindle.
You guys played this game when I was. You guys played I love that we both got 0 on name another name for a book.
I'm gonna go
And you
make
call
sure.
America dumber.
Never felt better about myself.
I'm gonna go out there and make sure that she can't hear the show from where she's sitting.
This is what I wanted to ask you guys because I was clearly
Who's asking the questions?
I was not listening to Stugotz's answers when
you
you guys were playing, but I wasn't exactly in a soundproof room. I think on Family Feud they still do that, right?
Yeah.
They put somebody in a soundproof room somewhere else in the
And
studio.
they give them very
Yes.
noise canceling headphones. They start bobbing around, pretending to dance to music they're listening to.
They reveal your answers, but your back is to the board
Correct.
when you come out. Yes.
All right, it's confirmed she cannot hear us, so we are good to go. You ready, Roy?
All right,
Yeah.
Roy. So are we going to play traditional family?
25.
Fuel style? No, 25? Okay.
Let's just come on. Let's get
All right.
ourselves. I'm a slow reader.
What? No, yeah, this is a
There
terrible
should be a
decision
5-second
we
buffer
made.
for me reading.
Well, I want to be honest. I want to be honest.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like be feeling the pressure.
Right,
Just give me that
exactly.
fucking buffer.
Chris.
30
Buffer.
seconds.
No, you guys, no.
Reading's
minute.
tough, Dan.
Chris, you skated on something, which is in the middle of me getting, and this is not a deflection because I got my 0 points and they were earned. But we had the exchange. You read something and I'm like, what?
Because I was rushing.
Does that happen a lot on Family Feud?
I know
Where
it's-
I didn't know what your
Oh, you
sentence.
gotta say pass.
You were no. He read it so fast. I did not know what he was asking
You gotta keep
me.
up.
It was the sock question.
It was a fast food. It was like how many? It was like it's a weird question. It
Fast
could have just been how
food,
many
right.
pairs
But
of socks
why
does someone
are you
wear a
the
week?
reader? Shouldn't Whittingham be the reader? Doesn't this play out differently if Whittingham is the reader?
More fun this way.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 25 seconds on the clock.
Time.
25 seconds on the clock.
Read.
Here we go. Time starts as soon as I complete the first question. Here we go. Name a part of your body that you might say has an ache.
Head.
At your job, out of 60 minutes in each hour, how many do you spend actually working? Roy,
5.
name someone you might ask for directions.
He's stealing money.
Gas intended.
How old would you like your first child to be before their first date?
Ooh.
Dude, you suck at this.
25.
Name
can
a
do
person.
ooze.
Name a reason a person might be running.
Exercise.
I mean, you like,
Pretty
have
good.
Exercise.
All right.
They
Pretty
give
good.
it
like
to
a
him.
buffer reaction
good.
every question. Like, ooh.
All right.
You
What
can't
was-
do the
what was-
use. Every
what-
second is
fault.
precious. I
What
mean,
was the fourth answer you gave? For time for age?
25.
25.
Just
Yeah.
for fun though, name a person that might be
He
running.
said it. He said exercise.
Okay. Are we, judges?
Was
he
it
good?
name
All
a
right, good.
person that might be running or a reason?
A reason.
They might
All right,
be
reason.
running? Okay.
Name a reason a person might be running.
All right. So
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I left that number one answer on the board like you asked me to. Stugotz.
All right,
Roy,
Nate.
All right.
You got 3.
did.
I think 3 of your 5 answers were correct, and I think I was actively playing defense against you because of how shocked I was that you
shouting.
work 5 hours a week.
Or an hour. Every hour he works
5 minutes an
hour.
hour.
So-
My kind of job.
All right, here we go. Name a part of your body that you might say has an ache. He said head. That is the top answer. 34 points.
Wow.
Just know there's something just below that with 33 points. All right, at your job, out of the 60 minutes, how much do you actually spend working? He said 5. 0 would have been a better answer. No, that is not on there. I will not tell you the top answer. All right. Name someone you might ask for directions. What did he say?
Gas station attendant.
That is the number 3 answer. 16 points.
Okay.
Not bad.
How old would you like your first child to be before the first date? He said 25. That is not on the board.
That's a great
But I
answer.
understand, Roy.
But no,
That's the wacky answer.
Or never would have been a good answer.
Correct answer. Oh, poor Princess Claire. You don't want to imagine that. How old is she right now?
Turning 5 in November.
Oh, jeez.
All right, name a reason a person might be running. He said exercise. That's the top answer. 36 points.
Wow.
All right, so what's his total?
All right. His total at the end of that is 86 points.
A lot of work for
bad.
Jesse. A lot of
Jessica
work.
will have 114 to win. Let me go bring her into the room.
All right.
All right.
Very exciting.
Bring her in the room.
Although, I don't know, Roy, I didn't love the noises that were made after every question.
It was my
Yeah.
fault.
Nah.
I'm just shocked that he works 5 minutes an hour.
Being honest.
All right, Jessica has returned. How many points did he get, Whitty? Oh, Juju in the house.
So again, Roy got 86 points. Jessica will need 114 to win.
Okay.
Now, again, you will have 25 seconds to answer all of
30.
these questions. Oh, 30 seconds, excuse
Yeah.
me. 30 seconds to answer all these questions.
So we're playing
if you
a yet
repeat an
dumber
answer,
version.
you will hear this sound.
Well, our host.
I'll say try again, and you'll give another answer. 100 people surveyed.
Nervous. Okay.
We'll now reveal Roy's answers to the audience.
All right, here we go. Name a part of your body that you might say has an ache.
Back.
At your job, out of the 60 minutes in each hour, how many do you spend actually working?
48.
Name someone you might ask for directions.
My dad.
How old would you like your first child to be before their first date?
16. I don't
Name
want kids though.
Name a reason a person might be running.
Jog.
SUEY.
Marathon.
Okay.
That's the
All
same,
right.
no? The exercise.
Same.
Marathon. I would think that's like no.
That's fine.
I
That's fine.
have
That's
it.
fine.
Nope, it's
That's
a different
fine.
answer. I got it.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
right,
Good
here we
answer.
go.
Good answer.
I think she got it. I think she won. She's good. By the way,
Doing
she's good. She's good.
Oh, yeah, she's actually-
You're on my team, okay? If I'm selected. Seriously.
Thanks, Stu.
All right, here we go.
All right. Again, she needs 114 to win. Chris, go
so
ahead.
nervous.
Name a part of your body that you might say has an ache. You said back. That is the number 3 answer. 11 points.
Wow.
Roy
What
said
was
head.
the second answer?
Stomach was the second
Stomach
answer.
ache,
I would have
Little
gone
tummy
back.
ache,
I would have
Dan,
gone
you know?
back.
I would have
Yeah.
gone back
And
too.
tooth was the 4th.
So head was the number 1 answer with 34 points.
This was a tough one
These
right here.
listeners have never menstruated, and it shows.
Yeah.
This that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is a tough one for Jess. This one's gonna hurt. At your job, out of 60 minutes in each hour, how many do you spend actually working? She said you got to go 5 and 0.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go
times
around
there.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
I
one
was
works.
I was just being honest.
Yeah,
No
no,
one
was
works
Roy. He
48
said
minutes.
5 minutes.
said
Roy
5
said
minutes.
5.
Nobody. Yeah.
45.
The top answer, 45
I'm
minutes.
so
Wow.
How many points did she leave on the table?
30.
Wow.
Damn.
So it's a nil.
That's a nil.
Ooh.
Jessica, this next
Rookie
answer
mistake.
is a question from the 70s, right? Because asking your dad for directions
Yeah.
instead of like, whatever,
Wow.
MapQuest or something else.
I was thinking to myself, what would I answer, or like what would I put forward?
But she
I don't think I
answered-
could have come up with anything.
But dad will come up in the 70s more than it would
Yeah.
now.
Well, Roy's answer was the third answer on the board.
Roy
Gas
went.
station attendant.
Station attendant.
No, but
That
back
was
in the day, that's a great answer,
What is
Roy.
this,
Yeah, it
the
really was.
graduate?
All right,
And
so
you would trust him no matter what.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah,
tell
exactly.
you.
You're
Yeah.
just a gas station attendant with your life.
So Jess got, of the 8 answers given, Jess got the bottom answer. It was
Okay.
parent. Only 2 people said that.
All right.
The top answer, friend.
Huh.
The
Oh.
second answer,
My dad's
Siri,
my friend.
Siri or an app, but parent was at the bottom, so I gotta go with
Siri
that.
or
Siri
an
or
app
an
second.
app.
I was at second.
All
Number
right.
1. All right.
How old would you like your first child to be before their first date? What did she say?
16.
That is the number 2 answer. 25 points for Jess. The number 1 answer was 18. 27. Roy said 25. That was not an
A
answer.
lot of parents here are kind of doing the thing where they're like, "Oh, I don't want my kid." Like everyone needs
Yep.
to just
Yeah.
ask questions. I don't know about
Right.
them.
Yeah.
You want, we lost.
Never had kids. So.
We lost again. We
No,
didn't
no,
come
we got
close.
one more. We got one more.
We still got
Stugotz boldly
marathon.
declared that she's great at this.
There's
and
also one more.
all evidence to the contrary.
Wow.
What?
What?
Jeez.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think
Listen, her error was the 48 instead of 45. That was bad.
Yeah, I mean,
That was
That
bad.
was just
45,
me. That
you
was
had
just
it.
me telling you
Right.
how long and one
You
of
gotta
the
play the game,
episodes
though.
of our show is.
No, I know. I realized what you were doing.
Roy said 5 minutes
All
an
right.
hour.
Yeah,
Round
you
that
said that
down.
already. Thanks, Dan.
All right.
The
The last question was name a reason a person might be running. She said jogging. Or no. She said
Marathon.
jogging would have fallen under exercise, which was the top answer. So that one we eliminated. And then she said marathon. One of the fifth answer here for 6 points is sports/game. So we're gonna put that in that one.
Okay.
So we'll give her 6
But
points.
we
there.
as a team said, Jessica,
Man.
we were clapping, good answers. We were saying you're good at this, and we lost.
Yep, Jessica in the end finishes with 44 points.
How many points
from the
did Roy
second
have?
round? He had 86, and so as a sum total, you have 130 points.
That's about what people usually like. That was a nice average round they did.
That
That's
was
like what people
shitty.
usually end up
we
with, right?
failed. We failed as a group
Yeah, but
to
it was
impress
fun.
anybody.
It was fun. Look at us. We had fun.
Yeah, we had content.
had fun.
Content, Dan.
Yeah,
How about me
Boy.
reading
Yeah,
too?
the
How about my
feud,
reading?
yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
At least
Thank you.
$750. Congratulations for playing.
At least
Thank
I
you.
could think of another word for a book. Jesus.
What was your answer there?
Well, I didn't have to do that one, but I was thinking novel.
You didn't feel that one under pressure though. That was-
I mean, Jess, you do have the lowest score of any of our 4 players. so
Oh,
far,
my
so-
God, Woody.
And one of those 4 was
But I
me.
did answer the fastest.
I think I have the high score. Remember that? Go to the airport.
That's not true.
With Bradley Beal.
At least people like me.